everybody, good evening and welcome to a rockin' and rollin' Belgrade, Serbia. It's the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament. It's game day one, it's Group A, and it's the battle between the Dominican Republic and Serbia. Of course, to watch their national team in this country. Basketball is religion, but the Dominican Republic, of course, they've got other ideas about spoiling a party tonight and booking their first trip to the Olympics. Here are the teams in the FIBA World Rankings presented by Nike. Serbia number 5, Dominican Republic 19, and also in Group A, Philippines at number 31. Both Serbia and the Dominican Republic qualifying for this Olympic qualifying tournament after their fantastic or strong performances at the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019, where I was with my partner tonight, Josh Davis. I'm Jeff Taylor. Josh, exciting times to be with you again, and also exciting times to be in this environment to watch really important basketball games.
Absolutely. It's so great to be back in person watching live basketball. It's great to have the fans back in the building. You know, that means so much to the players, and like you said, a lot at stake. A berth, a ticket to the Olympics in Tokyo can be cemented just by the end of the week, honestly. So, you know, I'm excited here. Of course, Serbia, fantastic players. Dominican Republic, a top 20 team in the world, so you know they have a lot of talent as well. And we're going to be getting underway here shortly after the starting lineups and the national anthems.
Well, the Dominican Republic, you know, I've gotten used to seeing them compete really over the years and remembering their performance. You know, they had some good performances back in 2012 at the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament in Caracas, Venezuela. But they couldn't quite make it. But the one thing that you always know that you get with the Dominican Republic is, A, they think they can play anyone and they can beat anyone, and you can see that with the attitude that they carry onto the court.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the World Cup, they surprised a few people. They beat Germany, obviously. They advanced to the second round. You see their coach, Melvin Lopez, who was an assistant at the World Cup, now is the head coach. And then, of course, the crowd now getting the chance to see this. I don't want to say it's a new crop of Serbian players. There's some older guys, some new guys. But one thing you know is that Serbia can play basketball.
Well, Nemanja Bjelica coming out. You know, we saw Milos Teodosic, of course. Bjelica wasn't able to play at the last Olympics because of injury. Serbia, remember, hosted a FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament back in 2016 when Nikola Jokic was the MVP of the tournament, and they made it all the way to the Rio de Janeiro games and made it to the final before falling to the United States. But they come out once again with a very talented lineup and familiar faces, some others that maybe not quite so familiar. But as you see, Boban Marjanovic coming out, of course, everybody knows Big Boban and coach Igor Kokoskov as well. This is a team that expectations are always high. It doesn't matter who's there, where they're playing, their fans expect them to win. So we're going to have a pause in the commentary now as we have the playing of the national anthems for the Dominican Republic and Serbia. a great moment to hear those national anthems played. And the referees for tonight, Guilherme Locatelli in the middle there, the crew chief from Brazil, Martin Kozlovskis from Latvia on the left, and Andreas Porsanidis from Greece on the right. And again, because of the coronavirus pandemic or COVID-19, unfortunately, we're not allowed to have as many fans in this magnificent theater of basketball as we would expect, but it would be a sellout. But because of that, there are restrictions, but we're expecting a good atmosphere tonight. How about this Serbia team, Josh?
Well, you see the starting lineups here. Nemanja Bjelica, of course, of the Miami Heat. Nikola Kalinic getting a big start at the power forward. Vasa Micic, fantastic year playing for Anadolu Efes. Onyen Dobric, a young star on the rise. And, of course, the big man, Boban Marjanovic inside, who Dominican Republic will have to contend with. But Vasa Micic, you can see here his Turkish League averages and points and assists. He was also the 2021 EuroLeague MVP as well as the EuroLeague Finals MVP. Basically a perfect season for Vasa Micic, and now a chance to go to the Olympics would really cement that. He's been on the team for quite a while. We saw him at the 2017 Eurobasket, 2019 World Cup, more as a backup, I guess, and now he has a chance, obviously, with Bogdan Bogdanovic to start. And there's the head coach, Igor Kokoškov, formerly the head coach of Slovenia, winning the European Championship with them in 2017, but now the native of Serbia, chance to coach his native team.
And of course, before that, he coached Georgia's national team, did very well, longtime NBA assistant, former head coach in the NBA, back now coaching Fenerbahce in Turkey. And he was also part of that Serbia-Montenegro coaching staff back in the day when Željko Obradović. How about this Dominican Republic side?
So starting five for the DR, Helvis Solano, Victor Liz in the backcourt, Sadia Rojas and Angel Nunez Castillo. And then, of course, the big man, Jonathan Araujo inside. Victor Liz, their captain, a lot going to be on his shoulders. He has the experience, obviously he has the talent. You can see here his stats at the FIBA World Cup, 13 points a game, also shooting the ball from the outside quite well. He's going to be the one that this team really looks to bring the energy, the creativity, and of course the confidence to beat a tough Serbian side.
But let's don't forget the Dominican Republic in 2014 at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in Spain played. Now Melvin Lopez, of course, one of the really solid coaches in the Dominican Republic, and he was really excited to be here this time coaching this team. Of course, they've had like a little already an odyssey, having played in Lithuania. I mean, they have taken trips to the hotbeds of basketball, and in many respects, unforgettable experience. So just under a minute to go here before the first half. Of course, we have 4 FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments going on, already underway. As you look at Serbia there, already underway. We've got Poland winning earlier, and also in Lithuania, we've got that was in Lithuania. There you see the last qualifying tournament, 2016. They won all 4 of their games by an average margin of 21 points. Of course, that was his predecessor that was in charge, Sasa Djordjevic. And just real quickly, Olympic qualifying tournaments, well, the Dominican Republic, the only team in the qualifying tournaments to have never reached the Olympics. So they want to get that monkey off their back. Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the Alexander Nikolic Hall here, otherwise known as the Pioneer in Belgrade. This is the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament. Serbia winning the opening tip and scoring with Boban Marjanovic. Dominican Republic wearing the white. This is one of the 4 FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournaments going on, also in Lithuania, in Croatia, and Canada. And the Dominicans missing with their first shot of the game.
No surprise to see Serbia go inside early. Boban with a significant height advantage on Araujo.
Micic, guarded by Liz, outside, gets into the paint. And boy, look at the size of Marjanovic taking the ball away. And Dobric flies in for the first dunk of the game.
And what a nice little confidence boost for the young man. Jovic, 26 years old, smooth lefty.
Solano hands it off to Araujo. He gets it over to Liz. Has the reputation as the big shooter. And of course, Bielitsa, longtime member of this national team, with a rebound. Here he goes, and he gets blocked. Stepping out of bounds, however, was Angel Thomas Nunez Castillo.
So Nunez showing that the Dominican Republic does have some rim protection, preventing Bielitsa from getting a shot off there.
Yeah, they would have liked for Eloy Vargas to have been able to make it, but because of injuries, not here. Of course, there's no stronger competitor than that man, Eloy Vargas. We just saw Milos Teodosic looking on from the bench. Micic with a little mazy run into the paint. And Marjanovic. I don't know, Josh. I mean, maybe the Dominicans are going to have to really concentrate on getting a body on him and pushing him out of the lane, because
I don't know if that's going to help too much, though. He's obviously such a massive human being, but I like Vasilicic looking for a shot early here, able to get in the paint, missing the first couple, but staying aggressive.
Solano from the right baseline, and looked like Dobric might have gotten a hand on it. If he didn't, he certainly affected the shot. Bielitsa pulls up. And there's Marjanovic, another rebound, just turns, puts it up and dunks it.
And you see Araujo took a shot to the hand there. He's got it heavily bandaged already and wasn't able to put any kind of pressure on Marjanovic. 6-0 early run here for the Serbians.
Sadio Rojas gets it over to Liz. Araujo double dribble.
Yeah, took a dribble there to try to control the ball.
So we're going to have a couple of substitutions coming into the basketball game for Serbia. I mean, for the Dominican Republic. Michael Torres, who played with Betis in Spain, wears number 33.
Yeah, Lopez trying to make a quick adjustment here. Didn't like the energy from his team in the early going.
Luis Santos also in the game, and he has the responsibility of guarding Marjanovic, but Marjanovic still able to catch it and score.
It's already 6 quick points for Marjanovic, who of course was, inserted to the starting lineup for the Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs there. You could see his size making an impact in the NBA, and once again here in Belgrade.
Lee saw a clever move from the veteran.
Yeah, really nice little Euro step to get around Marjanovic. You see it there and off the glass. First bucket for the Dominicans.
It's to the corner, Bielitsa. Back out to Nikola Kalinic, who's in the game, and his attempt is long.
Almost an ankle breaker there from Bielitsa.
Nunez gets down low. Kalinic takes it, the rebound. And Marjanovic was battling away. The ball ended up being thrown into the hands of Nunez. And it's going to be Micic who's called for the block.
The one thing you notice about Marjanovic is you see here the foul on Micic, trying to prevent the fast break and take the charge, but definitely still moving. But Marjanovic, you're going to get short spurts with him, right? You see him coming out of the game now despite having 6 quick points. He's going to play for 3 or 4 minutes at a time. And if you're the defense of Dominican Republic, you just have to be able to contain him while he's in there.
Petrusev as well as Teodosic come into the game. Teodosic, wow, probably regarded as one of the all-time great passers from Europe.
Absolutely.
And now Micic with an elbow. That's his second foul. Sends Liz down, and his teammates come over to help him up. And Micic, 2 fouls in the space of what, 10 seconds?
Yeah, Micic going to have to come out of the game here. Stefan Jovic going to replace him. Jovic, of course, one of those guys who defensively just, an excellent player.
And again, a veteran. It's in some respects replacing like for like. I mean, you're not going to have much drop off.
Yeah, Teodosic and Jovic have both started for Serbia so many times. Now they come off the bench.
Santos, his pass batted away by Bielitsa. Now Bielitsa gets down and dunks it.
Easy two-hand flush, but Bielica was the one to create the steal. Nice leak out pass there as well.
Torres pass down low to Liz, and that's going to be goal interference. Ball had already gone off the backboard when it was blocked by Petrushev.
I think Torres can be a real difference maker in this game. I know he came off the bench, but this is a guy who has only played a couple of games for Dominican Republic in the last few years, but he's played very, very well for them.
Teodosic has his pass stolen. Torres on the break. Oh, he gets swatted, but Bielica. But there is Liz showing that great experience, hustling down and cutting that deficit back to 4.
Great defense from Bielica. We've seen him more athletic here today than in typical games. A little dunk and a block as you see another foul there on the baseline.
Kalinic having words with Santos. Not sure why.
Not sure why. See the block here, though, off the backboard. But great hustle, as you mentioned, by Liz. One more time. A couple of early highlights in this game.
Well, right now, it's Serbia leading at 10 and Victor Liz 6. He's got all 6 of the points for the Dominican Republic. And there he was trying to come up with a steal. Oh, wonderful pass from Teodosic, and there again, nobody boxing out Bielica.
Yeah, the size once again for Serbia, proving to be a little bit too much for the Dominicans to handle in the early going.
Liz from the arc, it's good. What a fast start he's had. 9 points for the veteran.
He's a captain for the reason. Again, he averaged 13 points per game at the World Cup in 2019 in China, so this is what he does. He puts points up on the board, and even in the American qualifiers, American Cup qualifiers, big-time scorers. Bielica, it's another bucket.
I'll tell you, they're going to shoot a high percentage tonight. They're getting a lot of looks down low. Torres steps back, falls back. Good.
Nice move from Torres. A little step back behind the back dribble to create separation.
Bielica counted.
Well, that's what he does, obviously, in the NBA. You've seen it for the Timberwolves, for the Kings, now for the Miami Heat. Not afraid to shoot from long distance.
Lee's feeling it, passing it back out to the perimeter. He gets in the corner, he launches it, and hits the side of the backboard this time. And the pass to Petrushev from Kalinic, and then he is fouled by Santos.
Great fast break. Not bad seeing your 6'11" backup center able to finish in transition.
In fact, the foul was on Adonis Enriquez.
Here's that Liz three-pointer. Nice when the legs dribble. Got the space and the shot off. 9 points here for Liz in the first quarter.
So we got our first timeout with Serbia on top 19-11. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Okay, so we're not going to hear the coach Lopez, I don't think. I've got the microphone. I'm going to be quiet.
Well, here is Michael Torres. See that behind the back dribble. Able to create the separation. He's a player, again, against the U.S. Virgin Islands, had 19 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds, as him and Liz are really going to be dependent on here to try to match the scoring output from the Serbians.
Well, we got some Serbia international women basketball players here. Of course, I'm not sure if the team is here that just won the FIBA Women's Eurobasket in Spain and Valencia. Amazing accomplishment by them. Congratulations. Second European title since 2015. They beat your native Belgium, Josh.
Tough game.
It was probably one of the best games of the tournament. I tell you, the thing is with Serbia and this Dominican Republic team, it's everything is difficult for the Dominicans on this end of the floor.
Yeah, the defensive intensity, you gotta like it from Serbia. No uncontested shots. Good ball pressure.
Oh, soft touch, wasn't it, from Luis Santos?
Yeah, Santos, who hasn't featured that many times for Dominican Republic, but you see why he's on the court now.
Oh, wow. Wow, Petrusev gets inside.
Well, Teodosic, a wizard with the basketball. And then if you're a big man, just set a hard screen and he will find you on the roll.
Now Torres drives in and gets swatted, but again, there for the foul, Victor Liz.
Bielitsa is just not going to block shots anymore.
And Jusic races to the other end.
That's a tough one for the Dominican Republic, getting a layup on one end and then giving up another one defensively.
Well, this will be a team that likes to run, but they've got to get back. Torres again, he's able to get it up, and this time he scores.
Torres very aggressive. Teodosic the lob.
And there you go, another alley-oop.
Petrusev, one of those guys, you know, in European qualifiers, had 22 points in the last game versus Switzerland, was kind of their go-to guy. But tonight he's the youngest player on this Serbian roster at 21 years of age. Bright future for him.
Looking to make the most of his chance here. And from the baseline.
It's the exact same shot he had earlier, this time on Jovic. And Torres, very aggressive in this first quarter. Him and Liz.
No look pass, Jovic. Even though he's wide open, you almost think that maybe the Dominican Republic would rather see that shot go up than one inside. Minute 20 left in the first quarter. Drive, good follow there from the Dominican Republic, and then getting Petrusev off his feet and getting to the free throw line will be Enriquez.
Thought he had the lob opportunity, but got the ball up on the rim, got his own rebound, nice little pump fake to get Petrusev off the ground, and no question about that foul.
Well, we've got another timeout. I mean, you know, Josh, without a question, you're going to have to weather the storm when you come into a place like this to face Serbia. Are they just about weathering the storm right now, the Dominican Republic?
Well, obviously it was, you know, that tough 6-0 run to start the game, but you know, they're probably not too happy about the defense right now. Already 26 points for Serbia, but the fact that they've cut it down to single digits or kept it within single digits is, you know, quite promising, I'd say, considering the Serbians are playing here at home.
Look at the high percentage shooting for both teams, inside the arc anyway.
Here again, Teodosic, pick and roll, tween the legs. Wow, didn't even cash on the first one.
Does that qualify as a nutmeg?
Absolutely, and it's what he loves to do. If you're a big man, that's probably part of the scouting report. And you see there, can do it on the bounce and can do it through the air. Teodosic, one of those guys who just loves to pass the ball.
Already with 3 assists coming off the bench tonight. And also getting our first look at Serbia's number 27, Dejan Davidovic.
Marjanovic also back in the game for Serbia. Let's see if they go to him. Good ball, backcourt pressure. Almost got an 8-second count.
And Jusic catches left wide open. He's going to make that one all night long.
Yeah, some good action there to free him up right below the free throw line. 4 points for him off the bench.
Mendoza able to get the loose ball. Enriquez. Three-pointer, good! Wow, these guys are not shy, are they?
Yeah, that was a nice looking shot from Enriquez. Making it a 5-point game as we go to the last few moments of the first quarter.
Davidovich over there.
Good denial from Torres.
Now Jovic gets to the baseline, gets it back to Boban. And very authoritative rebound by Araujo. Now Solano, his pass picked off by Davidovich. Jovic over to Andrusic. Now Teodosic from the right corner. Wow, right at the end of the quarter.
That's a tough play there for the Dominican Republic. Had a chance to get the final shot, turned it over. The extra pass, Teodosic spotting up, knocking it down as the buzzer sounds. And Serbia, 8-point lead here after the first 10 minutes.
31-23, Serbia on top of the Dominican Republic at the end of one.
So Melvin Lopez trying to rally the troops here. You see the stats from the first quarter. Serbia dominant inside, already 12 field goals inside the arc. Both teams exact same percentage from three-point range, and neither team really getting to the free throw line. Only one trip for each squad. So, you know, perhaps the defensive aggression will pick up here. We might see a little bit more fouls, more free throws as we check out the best plays from those first 10 minutes of basketball.
I mean, really, you know, just to go back to that point, you know, you're talking about a powerhouse in Serbia. Okay, they're missing Nikola Jokic and maybe a couple of other players, but at the end of the day, it's a country that can probably get by with what they have. And you know they're going to start fast, but the Dominican Republic, hey, let's talk about that big game experience this country has had. Of course, they don't have all their players from the World Cup, but I think they're showing they know how to play the game in this first quarter.
Yeah, four guys coming from that World Cup roster, already involved, obviously, in this game, as you see here, Bielisa with the flush. But absolutely, I mean, they're ranked 19th in the world yet again, and they got there. You know, these rankings are not arbitrary. You know, you have to earn those spots. So they've definitely put up a lot of wins, obviously, in the American Cup qualifiers. Now playing against one of the best teams, not just in Europe, but in the world, on their home floor, and hanging tight. And obviously, only one team qualifies from this tournament. So, you know, you got to keep that into consideration. In the other group, you know, this with Senegal, obviously quite unfortunate what happened there.
Yeah, Senegal not able to take part in this tournament because of COVID, unfortunately. And FIBA and the German Basketball Federation, which is they were in Germany getting ready to play some friendlies when they had the cases that came up. And unfortunately, they were not able to get them here to this tournament. And we all know that it's very difficult at the best of times during COVID, dealing with regulations and what have you. So those two games have been declared forfeits. And Italy and Puerto Rico will advance to the semifinals from Group B, but they will play each other on game day 3.
So Micic back in the game for Serbia.
Yeah, Micic in, misses Liz, and, well, this Dominican Republic team, remember that the aim is to finish in the top 2 to advance. And there's Liz driving in and using his body just beautifully.
Yeah, Liz's game is just really, really polished. We've seen him hit it from the outside, get to the basket, hit a couple offensive rebound putbacks. He's doing it all for his 13 points.
Torres guarding Jovic and taking it away, and then gets it over to Liz. Wow, how about the Dominicans? Here they come.
Oh.
And then the foul, and how about this for an answer? I told you, Josh, I mean, they're not afraid of anybody, and they're going to go full bore, and we're seeing it right now.
Yeah, you see there the foul after the great defense on the other end. They're from Solano, creating a steal. And now a chance for Enriquez to add to his point tally. he's had a nice little impact as well.
I mean, imagine what it would be for this country, the Dominican Republic, to come to Serbia to win a FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament and to make it to the Olympic Games for the first time. It would be incredible.
Yeah, of the, I think there's 24 teams right now in the Olympic Qualifying Tournaments, and Dominican Republic is the only team who has yet to ever qualify for the Olympics. And of course, that's an experience every athlete dreams of. So, you know, we'll see if they're able to make some dreams come true.
Here, Micic getting locked up with Solano. So basically, it's almost as if the Dominican Republic have come out and been punched in the mouth, but they're the ones throwing the punches right now as they get back into it, trailing by just 4 points. Micic just finds his way inside and scores. He's able to get around Rigoberto Mendoza.
Yeah, Micic really scores on all 3 levels, able to get to the basket on that one. You've seen him take a 3-pointer. Also a player that gets to the free throw line a lot.
Araujo misses from deep. Now Andjusic fades a little. His attempt rims out, and Enriquez rebounds and runs.
Good screen.
Liz from the elbow. Too many blue shirts there for the rebound that time, and Andjusic and Serbia, and certainly Marjanovic appealing for an unsportsmanlike. I'm not sure if they're going to have a look at it. They're going to talk about it, Locatelli and Porzingis. Should we have a look at this?
Obviously in FIBA, they try to discourage players from slowing down fast breaks by fouling.
You want to make sure you're playing the ball.
Exactly. Although I will say, Liz could argue he made a play on the ball. Let's see here, he reaches in and just, you know, hacks him on the upper part of the leg.
I've seen worse. I've seen refs take trips to go review ones like that. There's Željko Obradović. Željko Obradović, obviously the living legend. I'll tell you, he's won so much for club, country, both as a player and also coach. Foul. You know, it's the cradle of coaches. I mean, you grew up playing basketball in Europe.
No, Serbia was always a tough opponent, under 12s all the way to obviously the men's leagues.
They're having practice in their nappies, aren't they? Here's Micic, gets swatted by Rigoberto Mendoza.
Some great defensive plays here from Dominican Republic, and now on the other end.
Mendoza, I think, you know, excellent hustle by Serbia to get back on defense.
Well, you see the block challenging Micic at the rim, but unable to take advantage on the other end.
Jovic gets around Torres, gets inside. How about that from Jovic?
Well, you know, he's saying, you reach, I teach. All right, you went for the steal, wasn't able to get it, blew by his man and got the easy layup.
It's time for school. Araujo. How about that? The big fella.
Oh, Marjanovic daring him to shoot. And Araujo accepting the challenge, showing the touch.
Just 5 points the lead for Serbia. Being put on notice, this isn't going to be easy, but big, bad, Boban Marjanovic. Another dunk. He's got 8.
It looks easy, but it's just because he actually has great footwork, right? He's able to get in position to get the ball close to the rim. Just one little pivot. And very, you know, you can contest if you want to, but might end up in some serious injuries.
Solano, how about that?
Spin cycle.
Kalinic not impressed. Jovic comes out. Teodosic back in. Have another look at this. Time to put the clothes in the wash.
Yeah, that little kind of almost a pump fake in the air to double clutch is where he got that foul.
So it's Dobric, Kalinic,
Marjanovic, Micic, and Teodosic on the floor for Serbia. Araujo, Liz, Mendoza, Rojas, and Solano for the Dominican Republic.
Now you see again the backcourt pressure. Full court man-to-man press. Could get a trap there if they wanted to. Micic beats it.
Teodosic, the pass. Good catch, Dobric, and Araujo takes it away.
Yeah, you gotta keep your hands up.
And Solano avoids the foul. Oh! He hit the runway. How about that? Serbia trying to stop the play with the reach. And Solano said, look out, folks.
Gervis Solano, take off and throw it down, young man. That is what we call a highlight. That is why you love to see the game of basketball, the bench loving it. Andres Feliz is one happy teammate right there.
Well, don't look now, Josh. Look at the score.
3-point game, and again, that's what we call a momentum boost for the Dominican Republic. Let's see what Kokoshkov has to say to his players. Solano, one of those guys that featured at the World Cup. Didn't do anything like that there, though. I didn't know he had that in him.
I think it's safe to say, Josh, we just witnessed the play of the day in all 4 FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournaments.
Let's look at it again. I thought he took off from too far. I mean, but his eyes are on the rim, and again, that is the definition of hang time. Show it to me again. Obviously, no defenders in the way. And not sure if anyone's going to get in the way next time he takes off. Solano, who only measures 6'1".
Yeah, 1.85. It's always the smaller guys that look better, don't you think?
Absolutely, just bounce. Serbia needs to respond. See Bielisa back in the game.
And Micic gets in, and Mendoza chased but not able to block that one.
Yeah, the thing about Micic as a ball handler, he's so patient. Kind of wears the defense down a little bit, trying to find the angle. Was able to get it on the last one. Here comes Liz off the double screen.
Shakes, spins, back to Araujo. That's his spot. This time misses, and Bielitsa with a rebound.
Oh.
Here's Kalinic, goes baseline, and the ball batted away from him. Solano again explodes, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play.
I'm telling you, the big dunk giving him a lot of energy. And now a chance to cut into this lead even further. You see going right at Marjanovic, takes the hack on the shoulder, which probably hurts a little bit. And Marjanovic not pleased with himself as he heads back to the bench.
Well, if it hurts, that's one where you got to love the pain as Petrusev comes back in for Marjanovic. Solano does not get the rebound, but Sadio Rojas knocks it back to his teammate. Could be a big trip down the floor for the Dominican Republic. You know they're getting excited in Santo Domingo right now, watching their national team abroad. Ooh. And he has tied it up, Solano. What a remarkable stretch of play from him.
Well, Helvis has entered the building here tonight in Belgrade as the fans make a little bit more noise.
Teodosic. Kalinic skies in for the rebound, gets it to Petrusev, and he's fouled by Araujo.
Tough break there. Offensive rebound, Kalinic, nice pass to Petrusev, finishing through contact once again. We've called the young man's name a few times. You see the Solano three-pointer tied things up. The Dominican Republic had a chance to take the lead of that and got a stop. Obviously still have a chance.
Aleksa Vramovic checking into the game. Petrusev does not complete the three-point play. So it's a 2-point difference, and the Dominican Republic, if they could hit a three here, would take the lead. You know, they'd get excited about that. Solano, tough pass. Gets it to his teammate. Now he's got it again. Steps back.
That's a heat check.
Yeah. And trying to come up with a steal, Enriquez. Now, charge called by Locatelli, the Brazilian referee on Bielitsa.
Yeah, you'll see right here on the replay that left arm just, slight little push off. Liz obviously sold it.
Yeah, Liz has been trying to sell a lot, but he did sell that one, and I think, well, it was. Don't have too many complaints there. I think Bielitsa wanted to say something. 2-point game. Solano again.
Nice pass.
Sadio Rojas short. And there for the offensive rebound and put back. Big Luis Santos.
Well, they're getting contributions from a number of players after Liz had that blistering first quarter. Now Solano with 9, Torres with 6, Santos his second field goal.
Oh, Micic, wonderful move by Vasa Micic.
Micic really getting into this game now. Missed his first 3, hit his last 3. All layups.
And now Teodosic runs into Sadio Rojas and is called for a foul. And Sadio Rojas ends, looks like he's had the wind knocked out of him. Melvin Lopez asking the referees to go look at this.
Well, see, setting the screen, and Teodosic kind of just trying to run through it, lowers his shoulder right into that midsection area.
Certainly Rojas is saying it's unsportsmanlike, so they are going to look at it. So we're going to be quiet and listen in. So they do indeed upgrade it to an unsportsmanlike. I think it was pretty cut and clear when you looked at it in slow-mo, Josh.
Yeah, could have shot the gap, could have trailed the defender, chose to try to go through the defender.
So Rojas, and to be fair, I know what kind of player Rojas is, and he's not the type of player that takes a dive. And when he went down like that, you knew there was something up. Certainly he was asking for it. He makes both free throws. And now the chance to take the lead for the Dominican Republic here. And it would be their first lead of the game if they could do it. They've trailed by as many as 9 points. Enriquez. Torres out the lead, that's online, and the Dominican Republic have not only taken the lead, but they've done so by drilling a 3. Teodosic tries to answer immediately. Petrusev rebounds. His jump hook not there. Boy, that was great effort by Torres.
3-man weave action at the top of the key. Looking for Torres. Wants the high pick.
Santos down low.
Oh, travel.
Good defense by Serbia.
Yeah, I mean, the defense right now, kind of an issue for Serbia, is the Dominican Republic shooting 55% from the field, including 42% from 3, and there you see one of those threes from Liz, his second one of the night, as he has 16 points. to go with 7 rebounds. Victor Lees has come to Belgrade to play.
He could take the rest of the night off if he wants after that output. Shot clock down to 10. Torres on Teodosic. Abramovich back outside. Bjelica, and a little long.
I'll tell you what, if the DR can take a lead into halftime to the locker room, you know, that's just an ultimate confidence boost on the road especially.
Yeah, it'll be soaring. Torres passes it back outside. Liz has shown the capacity to create. Here he goes. It's going to have to be a tough shot.
Oh,
Sadio Rojas is able to get it off, and a long rebound. Well, one of the advantages bounces out to Torres. Torres again.
And Marjanovic with a good contest there.
And Sadio Rojas has the responsibility of boxing out Marjanovic, but he's still able to get the basketball, and he doesn't score, and Marjanovic has words for the Latvian referee.
Oh, nice in and out.
Into the corner. Victor Lee is wide open.
It's a big shot right there.
Yeah, they had a chance to go up 6, and here's Marjanovic is going to cut it back to 1.
No excuse. Marjanovic beating the defense down the floor. You see Teodosic just waiting for him patiently, and no one even close to Boban, who still has words for the referee.
So timeout, 44.4 seconds remaining, taken by the Dominican Republic, and yes, indeed, both Kokoskov and Marjanovic went over to the referee to say, hey, I got fouled there. Let's listen in. Josh, the way this game started, it made you worry for the Dominican Republic. And who knows, they could still end up getting blown out. You know, we got a long way to go. But the way they have responded has been impressive.
No, the toughness of this team never in question. As you said, a lot of self-belief. And the good thing about sports is, you know, belief is one thing, but once you perform, it adds to it. As you see there, Boban talking about the physical contact, and you know, when you're that size, referees tend to kind of look the other way sometimes. You know, it's kind of the Shaq problem back in the day, right? And just, hey, you're bigger.
Well, here they are, and going in again for the dunk. So close, and he earns a trip to the line. Solano, who has got some serious hops.
Well, he turns that corner, and once again, eyes on the rim, takes off. And a smart foul.
He's strong with the ball, isn't he?
Yeah, Dobrich, the one committing that last foul. Solano a chance to go into double figures.
Oh boy, they've had opportunities here. A few possessions they've played so well. And here they are now spurning those chances to pad their lead. Don't think for a minute that Serbian basketball fans haven't seen it all in this place. I mean, they know. They respect every opponent, and they'll be expecting a big performance from Serbia, a big answer in the second half. 2-point lead.
Now the 2-2-1 press, little zone press action from DR. Final minute of this opening half.
So that forces Serbia to take a little bit of time off the clock. Now they get to Kalinic, and he puts it up and battling for the basketball.
Well, he wanted to pass, had to change his mind the last second to shoot it.
Micic. Over to Kalinic, shot clock winding down. He hands it off to Micic. He's fouled while shooting the three.
Well, we've seen that so many times in the game of basketball. Fouling the three-point shoot on the late closeout, just trying to contest, although Micic really sold it. And it's a tough call for the referees. You know, they want to protect the shooters, make sure they have space to land. And Mendoza just a little bit too aggressive. It's only the second time that, actually the third time that the Serbians head to the free throw line.
But they can go from trailing to halftime to taking a 1-point lead, although there's still a little bit of time on the clock for the Dominican Republic. If he makes all three.
Yeah, Coach Lopez looking to get Liz back in the game for these last 4.5 seconds. Is that what we call a jinx?
Commentators, jinx? Could be. And Jusic also getting ready to come back in with Jovic.
Likely take Boban out.
Trying to sandwich Boban there. So indeed he is going to come out, and now a little bit of pressure applied by the Serbs. I tell you, Boban looks tired after that first half. He was really going at it with those Dominican Republic players under the basket. 4.5 seconds. Here they go. Solano gets across midcourt. He's got to put it up. He does in time. Ooh. And Serbia hold on there at the end. Good job by them. But the Dominican Republic have certainly given us something to savor in this first half coming back. We are at halftime. Dominican Republic 47, Serbia 47.
Well, a great first half of basketball. So check out the stats. Both teams tied up at 47. You see Dominican Republic able to knock down just a few more three-pointers, and that's what really got them back into the game. Also getting to the free throw line. Serbia more dominant on the inside, but they haven't been able to get the advantage on the glass. Both teams 20 rebounds. Serbia obviously thanks a little bit to Teodosic with the advantage in the assist numbers. And I would say both teams kind of taking care of the ball. It hasn't been a sloppy half, been a pretty good half of basketball in terms of, you know, this is their first action together in a few months. See the leading scorers there as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Liz has the 16 points. She's been terrific, but Solano with really the plays of the game.
Well, since then, yeah, it's just been all Dominican Republic, it seems like. So here we have the best plays of the first half. It's been a highlight-filled half. Number of dunks, some great passing, some great defensive plays and blocks as well. Although I'm sure Coach Koshkov would want to improve on a few parts of this game.
Well, remember, two of these teams in Group A will progress to the semifinals here at this FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament. Also, the Philippines are in Group A. And in Group B, we have Italy and Puerto Rico. And we do not have Senegal, unfortunately, but because of COVID, some positive tests led to them being held up in Germany and not being able to get here. But again, Josh, FIBA and the German Basketball Federation did everything they could working with the Senegalese Basketball Federation, trying to help them get here. And it just, you know, it's not surprising. It's just the way it is right now, isn't it?
Yeah, the authorities, you know, kind of stepped in there and prevented the Senegalese from traveling, as you mentioned. So, you know, we're going to have 5 teams in this tournament instead of 6. But in Group A, all 3 teams are here, and I'm sure Philippines are watching this game, scouting, and they'll be in action tomorrow against Serbia. So, you know, back-to-back game days for the Serbians. Is there you saw the Solano dunk. They got everyone electrified.
Yeah, that was incredible. Then, of course, Marjanovic, always a factor. And this is where he was really feeling it down low, being nudged out, trying to be nudged out of the paint as far away as possible, away from the basket. And even Coach Igor Kokoskov came out. Teodosic got hit with an unsportsmanlike foul.
See the Rojas really battling with Marjanovic.
That was the sequence. It wasn't that, but he says, I got fouled 4 times. So again, we're at halftime, 47-47, Serbia and the Dominican Republic.
All the way through and putting on a one-man dunk contest here in the first. The 20-year-old taking charge.
And Vargas picks it away, and that's what the press is designed for. Oh, he goes to the basket and hammers it home with a severe punishing one-hander. Oh, Solano just goes up, hammers it home, screams down the camera. Let's have a look at that angle.
Very physical on defense, a nice switch. Oh, good give and go. Lindbaum hesitated, then he gets swatted by Kravic. Lindbaum had the shot. Kravic got his hand on the first one and definitely got a hand on the second one.
Smith has to come back out, and the pass is poor. Torres steals it away, floats it up for the two-handed alley-oop finish from Nunes. There's the steal by Torres. Open up for that easy finish for Nunes.
The weight of his nation on his shoulders. Abramovich driving the lane, it opens up for the takeoff from Alexa Abramovich. Box office in Belgrade.
We have walked this land for a long time. We know how far we've gone, and we're sure of how far we can go. Unity is not just a word here. It's not just a spirit in this sport. It's the way we all move. We are proud of our art, country, family, language, and culture. We are united by basketball.
Welcome to FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022.
Well, Boban Marjanovic, the top scorer for Serbia tonight. Here in this first half, 5 of 9 from the floor. He also has 6 rebounds to go with his 10 points. And it's like you said, Josh, you know, it comes with the territory. You're big, and you know that teams are going to do whatever they can to limit your effectiveness. And it's not to say that the referees are definitely going to give the defense a break because you're bigger, but you never know. No, you know, he certainly thinks that perhaps he's not getting the respect he deserves.
Well, the one thing is, you know, he's still beating teams down the floor. You see there, Marjanovic was upset about the no foul calls, but still continued to play and kind of exerted his vengeance on the rim more than anything. And he does a great job of getting close to the rim and making it easier for you know, his teammates to find him. Gets good position, and obviously a phenomenal finisher. Marjanovic, who you know, shoots 57% from the field for his career in the NBA. As you see now, Victor Liz, top scorer for the whole game at 16 points, getting it all kinds of ways. 5 2-point baskets and 2 3-pointers as well.
And you couldn't really do any more from a captain, get any more, expect any more from a captain. I mean, it was like 1 on 5 for about 8 minutes. I mean, he was the only person to settle in that lineup initially, just to really, he kind of put his team on his back, didn't he?
Right, he let them know, hey guys, we are here. And although it's not the World Cup, you know, this is a massive game for the Dominican Republic, a chance once again to go to the Olympics. And, you know, his teammates kind of matched his fearlessness after those first 5 minutes or so.
A very exciting player, 35 years of age, and we've enjoyed watching him. Of course, there has been other action around in FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournaments today. Unfortunately, the early game here was not played because Senegal have not traveled, but over in Lithuania, Poland winning over Angola, 83-64. And Lithuania seeing off Venezuela in a very tough battle, 76-65. Germany had it all to do against Mexico, who led them late in that one, but they came back to win comfortably in the end. Brazil on top of Tunisia right now. Of course, we got big games coming up in Canada as well. And what is Marjanovic thinking right now as he comes back on the court?
Well, you know, he's probably going to play, let's say, another probably, 10 to 12 minutes in the second half. So when he's out there, it's, hey, guys, look for me. You know, the Dominican Republic has no one above 6'8", right? Vargas, as you mentioned, is not here. He's 6'11". He might be the one guy that, provide a little bit more of a defensive impact. But Marjanovic has a distinct, 6 to 7 inch height advantage on anyone in the Dominican Republic. You see there Bielisa, who did get off to a strong start, a little bit more quiet in the second quarter. Does have 9 points and 5 rebounds and a couple of phenomenal blocks, actually. Has provided the rim protection, knocking down 1 3-pointer as well. And we're going to be in for a thrilling second half of basketball, as Serbia wants nothing more than, protect this home court advantage, essentially.
I mean, to lose tonight is just unthinkable for Serbia, isn't it? On their home court. They were so convincing in the last FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament, 2016.
Yeah, do you think it's one of those cases where, potentially they're looking ahead to the, the Italys of the tournament? Who knows?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think you have to respect the Dominican Republic for what kind of team they have and how they've come out. I think it has more to do with them than it does Serbia. And, one of the challenges for teams is perhaps from a preparation standpoint, getting together and getting on the same page. And you get better and you grow in these tournaments the longer they go on.
Yeah, you mentioned Dominican Republic. Obviously a couple guys that aren't here. They feature in the NBA. The Al Horfords of the world and a couple of other guys who could, play on this team. But they kind of know who they are, right? They know Victor Liz is their captain. They know they can count on him. Serbia, it's interchangeable parts. Obviously, you have Marjanovic, you have Bielica, you have Misic. But those guys haven't really been the focal points of the Serbian team in quite a while, right? Even in the qualifiers for the Eurobasket 2022, it was guys like Petrusev stepping up and, Abramovich, guys like that. This particular squad hasn't had the continuity that the Dominican Republic has had over the last few years.
Okay, so the Dominican Republic, Coach Melvin Lopez, I think they would have signed on for that first half performance before they started this tournament. They, I think, showed more than anything a tremendous determination.
Yeah, and obviously we weren't in the locker room with the guys, but before the game, you're obviously telling everyone, hey, we can do this. Let's go get this win. But when you play like that for 20 minutes, you really start to believe it.
We prepared for this time of the play, this time of the game. So my players try to play hard, try to play intensive, and that's what I ask for them. Thank you very much.
So you got Lopez's thoughts there about the first half. Felt his team played very hard. As you see the leaders for Serbia. Marjanovic with 10.6 rebounds. Teodosic with 4 assists.
And again, Liz all over the leaders. You know, we thought this Serbia team started strong in the first half, but I suppose it's going to be imperative for them to start even stronger in the second. They want to try to take anything away they can from this Dominican team. Don't give them any whiff of upset.
Look for Bielitsa to be more aggressive here in this third quarter. I believe he'll be looking for a shot just a little bit more. Misic obviously will have the ball in his hands. Probably need to get a little bit more from Kalinic here. Kalinic did play at the 2016 Olympics alongside Teodosic and Stefan Jovic.
So Milos Teodosic in Serbia, remember, only the winner of this FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament will progress to the Tokyo Games. The Dominican Republic here on a mission, it appears, with that brilliant first half fight back against this proud Serbia team that's coached right now by Igor Kokoskov, who probably has seen it all in his time as the national team coach, be it with as an assistant formerly with Serbia Montenegro, or at the helm of Georgia, or with Slovenia when he coached Goran Dragic and Luka Doncic to the Eurobasket title in 2017. And of course, here he is now. I guess the greatest honor for anyone, any coach, is to coach his own country in international competition.
And absolutely, and obviously Sasha Djordjevic, you know, a tremendous coach for Serbia, led him to so many championship games, couldn't quite get over the hump, and then after the World Cup, you know, they decided it was time for a change, and Kokoskov brings his pedigree.
Second half action underway here in the Alexander Nikolic Hall, and Serbia missing with their first possession there. Marjanovic. So trying to go down low to the big fella. They do, but he doesn't make the shot. And it was one shot and out. Solano, who has been electric tonight. Araujo, good!
Well, that's the second long distance shot knocked down by Araujo, as the big man once again with a touch.
Kalinic catches it down low, a short shot on the baseline, and fouled by Araujo. Got him on the elbow.
Araujo can't believe it. Kalinic almost unsure about taking that shot. Nice cross screen set by Marjanovic to free him up.
Kalinic takes his time and misses the first. So just a little bit of nerves. You can feel it, the vibe in the crowd here.
Yeah, Kalinic struggling so far. Does have 4 assists though, but 0 of 4 from the field. And now 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So Araujo will head to the bench after he picks up his 3rd personal foul. He's the only player with more than 1 foul for the Dominican Republic. Meanwhile, 2 fouls on Misic, the only player in foul trouble for Serbia.
Victor Liz has it. He gets into the paint, a little floater, a little runner, and Dobric, excuse me, gets it over to Micic.
And Marjanovic impacted that shot. Good deflection, but Kalinic.
Great move by Kalinic. And just like that, Serbia get back on level terms. Again, tough catch, and goes to the left hand.
Got away with a little push off there, the right forearm.
Shot clock about to expire. Lees gets it up. He's missed a couple now. He gets the basketball back though, over to Solano, who gets it down low, and the two-handed jam from Nunez.
Well, Nunez picking a good time to get his first basket of the night. Nice pass from Liz as well. from Solano, I should say. Liz with the 8th rebound for him, approaching a double-double.
And now getting to grips. Serbia, Micic, back to 52 apiece.
Yeah, Micic, not the quickest player, but great body control in the Euro step. Able to get through the defender.
Shot clock down to 5. Solano inside. Oh, what a pass. But Rojas missed it. Nevertheless, Nunez gets it back, and then he gets blocked. Here comes Serbia. Micic, open floor. Kalinic for 3. And both teams now spurning some opportunities.
Yeah, defense has picked up here in this third quarter.
Sadio Rojas missed a good look earlier. Yeah, both teams struggling to put the ball in the basket. Micic gets down low. Oh, there's Marjanovic taking care of business, and he was fouled from behind by Luis Santos.
Santos thought he got all ball. You see here Micic getting to the lane once again, misses the lefty layup. Marjanovic,
whoa,
yeah, looked like a clean swipe. Probably got him on the body, and that's where talking to the referees in the first half gets you, slight advantage.
Perhaps, yep. Probably also illustrates how these things even out. You never know. So Marjanovic going to the line. Got 10 points. Very close to a double-double with those 8 rebounds.
And Marjanovic has consistently been a good free throw shooter. Shoots it at 77% clip in the NBA. For a man his size to have that touch, it's very impressive.
Silky smooth. Boban style.
So zone defensive look here from Serbia, 2-3. You can see them pointing and talking, just trying to disrupt any kind of flow for the Dominican Republic.
Solano steps back. Oh, how did Liz get it? But again, Liz can't get it to drop.
Yeah, the ball went over the backboard.
Serbia up 2. Will it go up to 5? Yes, it will. Nemanja. And Melvin Lopez has seen enough. He calls a timeout. Serbia on top 57-52 after the Bjelica three-pointer.
Oh, a great pass here from Micic. Bjelica can't leave him that wide open as he knocks it down. Liz tried to contest to no avail. And as you said, back up to 5 for Serbia.
Elvis, Víctor, Xavier y Luis Santos con Adoni aquí. Doy la pelota aquí. Viene bloqueo a ese jugador. Sí, coge la pelota ahí. Cuando la cojo ahí, Adoni viene. Bloqueo. Si la doy ahí, o si no la devuelvo. Después que la devuelvo, Peñal se va. Cuando llega el medio de jugarse en el pin.
Okay, well, Serbia have actually trailed in this game, but they've come out a little bit better here in the second half. It's not like this Dominican team did not have any opportunities, and of course they did flush that one from Nunez. This is the place to be, Josh.
Well, it's just good to see faces in the stands. Now Serbia trying to bring a little defensive pressure, some soft pressure in the backcourt.
Liz fumbled the basketball. They get it to Enriquez. Santos Tough shot, hand in the face, and offensive foul. A push. Sadio Rojas now getting into it. I think it was with Bielica.
Yeah, Bielica. No, nice guy, but always holds his ground.
Yeah. On the court, seem to remember a couple of incidents in the NBA with Bielica not backing down from anybody.
Exactly. Serbian basketball, you got to be tough. Andrucic.
Mendoza back in. Relatively quiet first half. He did have a good block. Good defense, forcing the turnover. And now a foul called on Serbia. So excellent reaction coming from the Dominicans.
Yeah, Marjanovic called for the hold on the loose ball here. You see the nice deflection from Torres. And first man to the ground. Araujo went for it. It was Santos, actually. And got pulled by Marjanovic as he commits his second foul.
Some Serbian personalities here tonight.
I think Lopez kind of wondering if that was an unsportsmanlike at all.
Wanted them to take a look. You can see him talking to the referee. Meanwhile, always important to get that moisture off the court. So they're taking their time to make sure they get it. It's very hot in here. It's not a complaint, although I will say it is hot.
It's hot outside and it's hot inside. Let's see if the players can stay hot from the perimeter. Again, 2-3 zone here defensively for Serbia.
See if they can find a soft spot. And traveling on Mendoza, and the Dominican Republic has just lost their rhythm offensively in this third quarter.
Yeah, that's the great thing about going to a zone. It's not necessarily because you feel you can't stop them on the inside or you're trying to force outside shots. It's just to disrupt their flow, as you said. And they've done just that the last couple possessions.
Marjanovic might have gotten away with a push on Santos. And there's Sasa Djordjevic, Serbian Basketball Federation president here. He gets to watch a lot of basketball. He was just in Valencia watching the women's team win the title. Legendary player himself, of course. Sitting next to Coach Obradovic, his former coach. Rojas from the left goes in and out, and good rebound from Santos. Has to get it back outside to Rojas.
Torres has been a little bit quiet since that early start.
Oh boy, that was under pressure from Andrucic, and he scored.
Well, he heard me obviously calling him out, but big time shot there to cut it to 4.
Mitic explodes, it gets blocked. Terrific play by Santos. Now Mendoza, Rigoberto gets it to Rojas. And just like that, Sadiel Rojas cuts that deficit back to just 1 point.
Well, back-to-back threes for the DR. Cuts the lead from 7-1. You see a great pass here, driving kick Mendoza. Rojas spotted up wide open. As Misic, another block. We've seen a lot of rim protection from the Dominican Republic. That is now their third block of the game. Misic getting to the rim, but unable to finish yet again.
That's probably my biggest surprise for this team, is how they have been able to protect it. I mean, they've given away some shots to Marjanovic. And of course, the name of the game is to score points as well.
Well, you saw that stat, 42 points in the paint for Serbia, but the Dominican Republic with the advantage from the outside. The 3 from Rojas, one of their 8 threes so far. Serbia so far 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. And a three-point shot really keeping Dominican Republic in the game because Serbia has the advantage on the inside and on the fast break. 17-9 advantage in fast break points for Serbia.
So Teodosic in the game, and the pass intended for Jovic, and the Dominican Republic must have got a hand on it. Torres. They do have active hands, don't they?
Dangerous pass.
It was indeed. Jovic to Petrusev, and he's fouled by Santos. No, it's going to be Torres.
See a great pass there from Jovic. Petrusev just rolling hard to the rim. He's been very active here tonight.
Petrusev misses that one. You know, there's also the element of not just winning the Olympic spot, but some of these players perhaps thinking, hey, if I come out and really impress, I might find myself on that plane to Tokyo.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe there was an article on the FIBA website with Alexa Abramovich talking about just that, how these tournaments give an opportunity for players to really make an impact and get on that plane.
Torres to the right behind the arc, and another three-pointer for the Dominican Republic, puts them in front, and then they hustle back on defense and steal the pass that was intended for Andrusic.
Yeah, Teodosic thought he had the man, but good recognition from Dominican Republic and Mendoza.
And suddenly Torres starting to catch fire.
3 in a row from beyond the arc. And Torres, who was born in Spain but representing the Dominican Republic, gives them a 4-point lead, largest of the night.
Bielitsa turns, the crowd starting to get into it, and a foul before the shot. It's kind of like the Dominican Republic kind of had a little slumber, and now they're wide awake again.
Yeah, 15 foul though. As you see, Bielitsa able to draw it on the block, and again to Torres, just not even feet set. He is feeling it. Back-to-back threes off the dribble.
Unconscious. And it's imperative, obviously. It can't just be the Victor Liz show for the Dominican Republic. It has to be other players stepping up. We've seen Solano also in the first half. And certainly Torres is, well, shall we say, hot as a firecracker.
Now Bielitsa missing the free throw. Yeah, you're right. Liz, 16 points in that first half, hasn't scored here in the second. And his teammates putting up 17 points on the scoreboard after a slow start in the first couple of minutes.
And so Kalinic is going to come back into the game. And I just wonder, Josh, at what point, if at all, the Serbia team might start thinking, oh, gosh. Oh, excellent work by Petrusev.
Oh, boy.
Bielitsa from the arc. And Petrusev this time not able to get the basketball.
Very lucky there to not give up any points. The offensive rebound on a free throw.
Torres dribbles to his right.
He likes that matchup.
Again, not this time.
Now Petrusev posting up on Torres on the other end.
Petrusev again draws the foul.
It seemed like Torres kind of pulled the chair. Yes. Was able to get a strip. Take a look.
He had a little bit of jersey there, but I'm not sure when he made the call, if he did. Here he is. Second foul on him. Petrusev goes back to the line.
Again, Petrusev, 21 years old. It's that free throw. Won the U18 European Championship with Serbia just a few years ago.
They do grow up quickly, don't they? Here he is, making the second. So the eyes of the world right now on Belgrade, where the Dominican Republic trading blows, giving as good as they're getting. And Petrusev fouls Santos as he was going in for a dunk.
Yeah, smart foul. Got caught kind of playing the ball handler there on the pick and roll, trying to recover. No help side defense, and just hacks him on the arm.
So Petrushev, pretty important role here. He's got 11 points today. Getting good, meaningful minutes.
Yeah, productivity, 11 points in just 9 minutes.
Santos off target. Sadio Rojas standing up there on the bench, having something to eat to get the energy up.
Yeah, the one thing about the heat that you mentioned, it makes you more susceptible to cramps. So making sure guys got to stay hydrated, fed.
Potassium. Teodosic spins, turns, gets inside, throws it over the rim. The ball goes out of bounds, and the Dominican Republic are not going to get it. Referee says the ball went off of them. Here again, look at this. Yeah, good call. It did go off of Santos in the end as Petrushev put pressure on him.
3.5 seconds on the shot clock as well, so you got to get a quick shot if you're Serbia. Watch Teodosic.
Oh boy, breakdown. Oh, that's going to be an unsportsmanlike. They are not even going to have to review that one. He bit on the pump fake, and then he made sure he wasn't going to get the shot off, but you can't do it like this.
Yeah. Very, very dangerous play. Great back screen set there by Teodosic. Kalinic the line.
They're checking on him. Nunez goes over to check on him and apologize. And Teodosic says, thanks, don't worry about it. And now Kalinic is taking exception to the contact and talking to the referees. He's had his fill of contact tonight.
Well, that's not a smart play.
And Kalinic has just been slapped with a technical foul for complaining. And if you're Igor Kokoskov, you simply cannot tolerate that. There's a way to talk to the referee.
Well, it's strange because he got the call. Does he want him to get ejected? Or
I think he might.
Yeah, you're not going to win that argument too many times as a player.
Well, it could be a very important moment of the game. And Torres does indeed capitalize. You know, we know that Serbia have taken exception tonight to the contact that was being meted out to Marjanovic. And Kalinic has also certainly felt some contact, but we also saw Teodosic deliver some contact himself. The elbow into the gut of Sadio Rojas, which drew him an unsportsmanlike foul. So it's kind of going both ways. Kalinic makes the first and the second. And much to the liking of the Serbian crowd in attendance. Petrushev hands it off to Teodosic. Mendoza comes up on Teodosic. Good rebound. Enriquez. Now Torres gets past. Now takes it back out. Shot clock winding down. Torres puts up a very difficult shot. They're able to get the rebound back. And instead of holding Enriquez, he had another 14. He was open, so he took it and missed.
Watch the pick and roll.
Kalinic. Petrushev sets the pick. And good leg there by Santos. Misic comes in for Andjusic. And Liz is coming back into the game as well for Nunez. Teodosic. Shot clock winding down to get it to Petrusev. Oh, he takes the contact and goes up and scores.
Very skilled big man, Petrusev.
So Serbia trailing by 1, getting the momentum back a little bit here at the end of the third quarter. Liz back in, pass up, Mendoza explodes, they pass and took too much time. Here comes Serbia. And they turn it over. No, great play by Kalinic. He steals the basketball. And a little bit of loss of poise there by the Dominican Republic right at the end of the third quarter. Kalinic, after the steal, steals it right back. Huge play. Watch this.
Yeah, fell asleep for a second there, but did not give up on the play. You saw that. Yep, stole it right back and just nice little reverse finish. And that's a tough momentum shift right there. Down 1 now, Dominican Republic.
Serbia on top, 67-66 at the end of 3.
So you see the stats. Serbia still very, very impactful inside, shooting the ball quite well. But the three-pointer not been kind to them. Meanwhile, Dominican Republic knocking down 10 threes, which did give them that lead. They were up 4 at one point and relinquished it as we check out the best plays from the third quarter.
Well, it started out okay for the Dominican Republic, but then Serbia really got the better of the exchanges for about 5 minutes. Kalinic scoring there, but again, the Dominican Republic kind of woke up, and especially with Torres and Nunez going in for that dunk.
Well, I tell you what, we talked about Serbia, the last OQTs in 2016. The average margin was, what, 21 points in their victories? It's going to be a little bit tougher this time around is what it looks like. So we're in for what's sure to be an exciting fourth quarter. Just a 1-point game as we go into the last stanza.
Fourth quarter underway here in the Alexander Nikolic Hall in Belgrade. The FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament, game day 1. The clash between the Dominican Republic and Serbia. What a game. Solano. Sadio Rojas goes up. Traveling is the call.
We've seen them shuffle their feet a few times. And that's what the presence of a guy like Marjanovic can do, is you see him, or maybe you don't see him, he's talking to Rojas about the play.
Chance of Serbia. Serbia now ringing throughout the hall. Micic drives in, and this time is able to lay it up.
I mean, he's getting to the rim pretty much any time he wants. Micic now with 12 points.
Liz has been quiet offensively in the second half. Uraho and Solano fouled. He tries to get it up. Are they going to give him? No, they're not going to give him the shots.
Well, again, this zone defense causing issues for the Dominican Republic. See Teodosic called for the reach.
Here's Liz. Finds some space. Back to Rojas for 3. Good.
Nice drive and kick there from Liz.
His second 3 of the second quarter. Look at that, 2 of 5 from the arc. He's got 8 points. And tied again. Marjanovic turns and we'll get 2 free throws. Boy, Dominican Republic doing everything they could defending Marjanovic there.
I mean, he basically just posts up in the middle of the lane, and unless you have the muscle to push him out, he's just going to stand there until he gets the ball. Your best bet is a 3 seconds call maybe, or double teaming perhaps, but it's tough. And again, Marjanovic knocks down free throws as well.
And both free throws good. Serbia back on top by 2. Minute and a half into the 4th quarter.
Marjanovic, the leading scorer for Serbia with 16 to tie Torres and Liz at 16 as well.
Solano, mazy run back outside to Rigoberto Mendoza. Marjanovic again, back to Micic, this time from 3. Count it!
And Rojas just giving him too much space on that wing. Misic's first outside shot, and it's a big one to push the lead up to 5.
See if the Dominican Republic can strike back with a 3. Tough pass called by Solano. Shakes and bakes, loses the ball, but they get it back. Liz from the arc. And just a little long. Jovic quickly over to Teodosic, who holds it up. Teodosic again to Marjanovic.
And that's, you know, such a smart play with Teodosic, running the baseline, drawing the big man, forcing him to help, knowing that the point guard had to switch onto Marjanovic. Nothing you can do there, right?
Yep, very clever indeed. And a reach and a foul called on Jovic.
Serbia wanted a double dribble. See Jovic pleading his case as Dobric comes back into the game.
I couldn't tell if he was talking to the ref or if he was talking to Micic about a plan, perhaps. Now Torres back. Liz in the left corner, shot clock winding down. Solano gets in, explodes. He had the reverse layup. Solano doesn't come back, and Kalinic gets the easy one. Solano stopped playing. The referee pointed at him, wagged his finger, and said no.
Well, let's have a look here. A little hesitation, gets inside. Marjanovic, I don't know.
I didn't see anything there.
I don't know if he's trying to sell it.
Yeah, it's
nice little move here by Micic, pushing the tempo, finding Kalinic inside. And we've seen Serbia get a number of easy buckets, 52 points in the paint.
La cambio y voy a hago el bloqueo. Cuando penetro 5 va por debajo, 5 va por debajo. Eso es lo que dije. No estamos quedando ahí arriba nada más. La otra cosa, tenemos que pararlo en defensa para poder correr en ofensiva. Vamos.
So 78-69, it's a 9-point deficit, the biggest that they've faced in the game after all that great work. Serbia can put the points on the board quickly. And now another comeback needed for the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, 11-3 run here to start the fourth quarter for Serbia. As Torres gets Misic on the ground with a crossover.
And then fouled from behind is the call on Dobric.
See the hustle for the loose ball.
Yeah, just kind of pulled him over. Thought we were going to see more from Dobric the way he started the game. But Kokoskov has, it's been a tricky game, hasn't it? I mean, he's really had to kind of feel his way through this.
Yeah, Dobric, you know, was a Serbian League playoff MVP this past season.
Shot clock winding down. Torres, out it goes, and Santos hits the three.
I think that was Araujo.
Oh, Araujo again.
They are kind of interchangeable, those two, both knocking down some outside shots. That's 3 now from beyond the perimeter for Araujo. And a big-time shot to keep the lead manageable, or the deficit manageable, I should say.
Yeah, it cut it by a third. Micic gets in the lane, and here is Araujo getting a very important rebound. Now quickly they go, and Torres fouled by Jovic.
And that's 4 team fouls for Serbia now, so the rest of the way, Dominican Republic will get free throws. On the other end, they only have 1 team foul, so they can play a little bit aggressive on defense. I mean, we're in for an exciting finish, I can tell you that, because Dominican Republic, you don't play this hard for this long to just let it squander away at the end. The last 5 minutes.
They've done a great job in their timeouts, haven't they? They've come out, you know, they've reorganized a few times tonight.
And Serbia sticking to that zone defense.
Obviously some substitutions as well. Lees from the right corner. And it's just not falling for him in this second half. It's like he used up his quota in the first. Micic again. Boy, he's tough to stop, isn't he?
Yeah, again, I think he got hit pretty hard there on the head. Have a look on the replay, but he's just so patient and just able to get to the kind of cracks of the defense. Turns the corner, just attacks the rim. You see here, nice little fake pass. Took a couple of hits.
Yeah, looked like he got a hit in the face as well. I don't know what Kokoskov wanted to talk to the referee about there. Now chance of MVP. MVP ringing throughout the Alexander Nikolic Hall, as Josh talked about at the beginning, how he was the MVP of the EuroLeague and also his the finals in Turkey.
Well, Serbia could have had the EuroLeague MVP and the NBA MVP. And then Jokic.
Well, they might still end up having him if they go to the Olympics. So Micic will come out. Petrusev comes back in, as well as Teodosic. So Marjanovic also goes out. Back to the wall right now, the Dominican Republic. Torres gets it to Solano. It's online, but it's a little bit short. Kalinic up to Dobric. And he's got a chance for a three-point play.
Well, Serbia once again taking advantage in transition as they get their 25th fast break point. Torres tried to elude him, but see a contact. There definitely was contact. And now Dobric.
Now, what's going to be interesting, Josh, is again, don't forget the Philippines also in this group, and I think they are probably the big underdogs. So how does win or lose this performance affect the Dominican Republic, knowing that also they've got a game coming up against the Philippines, and then they'll have a game possibly, if they do finish in that top 2, against Puerto Rico or Italy. This will...
Yeah, no question will give them that confidence that you need in the tournament, no matter the results. Again, they still have a chance to win this game.
Absolutely. Araujo. Rigoberto Mendoza, a little floater, and it's time he gets it to go.
And Mendoza, his first basket of the night. Timely one.
Teodosic from 3. And of course, he's a former EuroLeague MVP, former everything, Milos Teodosic. And we saw a little bit of it on that play right there. Solano bounce pass, tough move. Enriquez not able to finish it. Mendoza puts the pressure. Great play by Teodosic to get it inbounds to Petrusev. Jovic and Araujo, interesting rebound, a little bit of power. Liz goes in, takes a tough shot, and just can't get it to drop. Teodosic, will it be 2 in a row? Yes, it will not.
In and out.
They get the basketball back though. 3 minutes remaining. And what has been an absolute classic opening game, Petrusev. And it really does look like this team has gotten to grips. Serbia now, their biggest lead of the game, 13 points.
Yep, Teodosic, another assist. No help side defense. Petrusev getting his 15th point.
Araujo.
And this is where that experience as a Serbian side really starts to show in the fourth quarter.
Jovic to Petrusev. And look at that. The lead has ballooned to 15 points for Serbia here over the Dominican Republic. They've just been clinical their last few trips down the floor.
Jovic, the great left-hand drop-off pass to Petrusev. And the big man, 7-9 from the field, 17 points. We talked about it during the qualifiers, the Eurobasket qualifiers. He was one of their go-to guys.
Diagonal 3. Diagonal 3. 5. 4, Xavier. Víctor Lee. Vaya a buscarlo, viene, se la doy. Ahí bloquea adentro. Cuando bloquea adentro, se la damos. Y él que venga para arriba a traerse la point guard. Van a bloquear point guard para que venga.
Teodosic, when he needs to, can look for his shot. See there, so dangerous out of the pick and roll. Obviously wants to set up his teammates, but the time kind of permits, lets it fly.
See, this fourth quarter has not been kind to the Dominican Republic, outscored 22-8. And they have a mountain to climb over the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Certainly has not been for lack of effort. They just haven't been able to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, just 3 of 11 from the field in this fourth quarter. Not a good time to go cold.
Solano, aggressive drive and getting the offensive rebound. Santos, they're going to keep it at this end. Good defense. They got some nice guards on this Dominican Republic team, don't they? Torres.
Yeah, Solano, Liz, obviously. Rojas hit a couple shots. Mendoza's been quiet. But obviously one of those guys who was at the World Cup, Mendoza.
A little bit perhaps undersized against a team like Serbia. Santos takes it down low. Good finish. Certainly undersized against a player like Marjanovic, but you know, I think they've competed hard and well today. Dobric gets in. Another three-point play opportunity for him.
That was a nice rip and drive there to the baseline. Dobric knew what he wanted to do almost before he got the ball.
You wonder what the likes of, so they don't, he didn't make the shot, obviously. I was just kidding. He gets the 2 free throws. What Italy and Puerto Rico would make of this performance by Serbia as well, and the Philippines. I guess the Philippines know what kind of opponent they're going to be.
Well, yeah, Serbia played the Philippines in that World Cup, beat them 126-67. So, you know, we'll see how tomorrow goes.
Although it's a 100% different team for the Philippines. It's a young team that's come here to Serbia.
No, but you're right. Italy and Puerto Rico have to believe that they can potentially punch their ticket if they play some good basketball this week. That's going to be, I think, the 5th foul on Torres.
Certainly watching Puerto Rico play, you know, they have been relaxed. Italy have come here full of hopes. And maybe in some respects, as you look at Marjanovic, a tough game tonight. And you wouldn't know it was a tough game by looking at the score. But maybe that's what Serbia needed to really kind of sharpen their focus a little bit.
Yeah, both coaches now emptying out the bench as Martinez and Feliz come in for Dominican Republic.
Vramovic also back in for Serbia, and Jusic and Jovic. Petrusev.
Missing both. That's the only blemish.
Shink in his armor?
Yeah, on his box score sheet tonight. 3 of 8 from the free throw line.
So it wasn't the day we were hoping for, obviously, with Senegal not able to make it and to play because of COVID, but we have certainly had a great game tonight in the Alexander Nikolic Hall in Belgrade between Serbia and Dominican Republic. Minute 8 seconds remaining in the game. Andres Feliz. Now Mendoza. I think Mendoza is going to have to contribute a little more offensively for this Dominican Republic team.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, if they're going to be, you know, contenders.
Yeah, Mendoza, you know, averaged 8 points per game at the World Cup in 23 minutes. And Jusic knocks down a three-pointer.
He started, didn't he?
He did. 7 points for him. Obviously had that dunk early.
See if this one can go for Mendoza. Nope, still does not.
Yeah, Mendoza 0 of 3 from beyond the arc.
Will this Dominican Republic team be able to build on the positives from tonight?
Well, not if they look at the final score. They'll think, wow, it wasn't really that close. But it was close coming into this fourth quarter as Feliz explodes, puts up a little runner. And that's how it's going to finish. What a treat, folks. It's been a good game tonight. Serbia and the Dominican Republic have truly traded blows. Igor Kokoskov will be glad to get back to the locker room, back to the hotel, get some supper. And Marjanovic goes out and shakes hands. Serbia win it 94-76 over the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, hard-fought game by the Dominican Republic. Obviously, down 1 going into the 4th quarter. That Kalinic play, we talked about it, really turned the momentum. As you see the stats from the game, Serbia getting a lot of shots at the rim, 30 of 50 from 2. Dominican Republic knocking down the outside shot, 12 threes, but those points in the paint really were the difference here tonight. 58 of them, as well as 24 fast break points. There's too many easy buckets for Serbia.
Tell you, it's really easy to like this team. Dominican Republic, Torres with 16, as well as Liz, who really just went ice cold in the second half. Solano had the 10. And Marjanovic led all scorers with 18. So he looks tired. All of these players look tired as they trudge off the court here. This hot gymnasium, this hot arena. And here are the standings. Of course, the Philippines not playing today, so Serbia up in first place, and the Dominican Republic get that participation point. They are in second place.
So we'll check out the best plays of the second half. Again, Dominican Republic in that 3rd quarter got this crowd quite nervous, I'd say, taking a 4-point lead. I think it was 65-61. And from that point on, Serbia just really turned it up a couple notches. It was almost as that flagrant foul where Kalinic, you know, unsportsmanlike, where he got the 2 free throws, but then also got called for a technical foul. It, you know, really raised up the energy of Serbia. And also the zone defense seemed to make a huge difference on the defensive end.
There was definitely, it was a physical game, and in many respects, Serbia took exception to it. I'm not sure that it was any more physical for the Dominican Republic than it was for Serbia, but that was the big play. Sticking with it. Kalinic on that steal.
Yeah, Serbia got a lot of good contributions, right? You got Petrusev with 17, Bjelica with 12, mostly in that first half. Misic with 16 and Marjanovic with 18. And of course, Teodosic working his magic.
Josh, I think, you know, just looking at this, I think that both Puerto Rico already know what the Dominican Republic can do. But I think certainly the Dominican Republic would have gotten Italy's attention tonight with this performance. So, you know, those two teams, if they do indeed cross, say, if the Dominican Republic do win their game against the Philippines, which you would imagine will be the game that decides this second team to advance, you know, it's not going to be easy games for either Italy or Puerto Rico.
No, these next couple game days are going to be great, obviously, and then the semifinal over the weekend leading into that final on Sunday. You know, that's the beauty of this Olympic qualifier tournament. It's pretty much every game is going to be a tough game.
So Serbia looking to make it back to the Olympics for the second time in a row. They won the silver medal back in, or they grabbed the silver medal back in Rio in 2016. After winning the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament in Belgrade, they have put themselves in a great position tonight. And that will be all. 94-76, Serbia win it over the Dominican Republic. Thanks for watching, everybody. So once again, folks, in Group A, after today's action, Serbia up at the top of Group A, 1-0, Dominican Republic 0-1, and Serbia and the Philippines will get it on next. So these two teams traded blows tonight. It was an excellent contest for most of the game. Serbia winning it 94-76 over the Dominican Republic on game day 1 here in the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament in Belgrade. Thanks for joining us, everybody.